When I open my eyes again, the first thing I can see is a high ceiling. I get to my feet and look around. Basketball hoops, the grounded line with white tape, and folding chairs stacked high into the air.
Is this a gym?
What I'm seeing now isn't matching what I'm expecting to be seeing. If my memory is correct, I entered the TV with Mitsuru and Aigis. Is this what's inside of the TV? It hits me. This isn't reality. Everything looks extremely real, and I sense odd presences nearby. I brace myself inside the oddly quiet gym. If I'm the only one here, I must be cautious. Alone? I suddenly realize that Mitsuru and Aigis should be here too. They came into the TV with me, but they're nowhere to be seen. Did we get separated from each other as we were falling in? No. It's more likely that we were separated intentionally. Well, I don't really need to worry about them. I'm pretty sure that they'll be able to handle anything in here on their own. Even if something does attack them. Those two will just counterattack with icicle executions and machine guns.
This feeling in the air reminds me of somewhere, though.
I felt this harsh atmosphere before. I dig through my memories. That's right. This is what Tartarus felt like. The tower full of shadows where we did battle 3 years ago. Since this area is unfamiliar and, I'm assuming, hostile, there's no knowing when an enemy may attack. But waiting around to get ambushed isn't really my thing. It's time for me to get moving. Just as I think that... It's a bear! What in the world is that? A bizarre object approaches me from further inside the gym. It's red, blue, and round. On top of that, it's walking on 2 feet. I've wandered all across the globe to different regions, but I've never seen a bizarre creature like this.
Huh? There's a weird guy in a cape.
Weirder still, it's able to communicate with me.
You think you've got the right to call me weird? You seem suspicious.
How rude! I'll say the same back to you. Being half naked and wearing a cape is totally suspicious. Could this be the pervert I've heard rumors about? My innocence is in danger.
No, you need to wait till her Ultimax. Then you'll find the guy.
You're making no sense at all. Who are you? Oh, don't tell me. Are you a shadow?
Huh? I'm Teddie. Teddie!
So you are a shadow.
I just said I'm Teddie. Teddie! It's easy.
No bear has fur that color. Or can talk.
How cruel! I'm an adorable, sexy beast, no matter what angle you're looking from.
Teddie? Does that mean he's like a bear or something? Suddenly a monitor nearby springs to life. What appeared on it was also red, blue, and round. It's another bear thing, or to be exact, it was also Teddie.
I can't have you wandering about on your own. You're such a troublesome bear. You're the troublesome one! How dare you do whatever you want while looking like me? It's a violation of my image rights!
What's going on? Are you twins or something?
Huh? I've discovered an unknown, half-naked caped man! An intruder! Unexpected!
Sweet, we broke him again! Suddenly the sound and image on the monitor got corrupted. Just when I thought I was going to start figuring some things out about this place and those creatures. The screen flickers and dies out. Is this some kind of ruse? The monitor pops back on. Once again, it was Teddie. This is too confusing. I'm just gonna refer to this bear as bear number 2. People in a lot of overseas cultures add suffixes like the second or the great onto their kids' names. So I figure I'll go with something similar. I'm in some crazy TV world, so I'm not just gonna assume that these guys are Japanese. Like bear number 2's going to care. Anyway, I've wasted enough time rationalizing this. Bear number 2's eyes gleam in a sinister manner. He starts speaking clearly now.
Case 04, unintended intruder. Entering elimination process.
Elimination? I don't really have any clue as to what's going on yet. But I do know that bear number 2 has just won the right to be the first one to taste my fists.
I don't know exactly what's going on, but I've seen enough. Looks like you're the enemy here, bear number 2.
I'm not sure how much stock I should put in common sense while I'm in this TV world. But if I'm using a PA system, well, if he's using a PA system, I'm guessing that there needs to be some kind of control booth for it, since I'm in some kind of school. That means I'm probably going to find bear number 2 in the announcement room. If Labras is inside here, and if bear number 2 is running this whole event, he's got to have some kind of information about her. I turn to Teddie.
As for you, Teddie, he seems to be your enemy too, but why don't you step down and let me handle him?
Producer walked off in search of the announcement room. But
No way!
What?
I mean, who are you? You haven't even told me your name. And that bear might be a bad guy who tricked my beloved sensei and friends. I can't leave this in the hands of a half-naked cape man like you.
Teddie looks surprisingly resolute as he refuses my offer. Does he have friends of his own that he's trying desperately to protect too?
Well, your costume is strange. I do like that fire in your eyes.
What's that supposed to mean? It sounds perverted coming from a half-naked cape guy.
Hey, I have a name. It's Akihiko Sanada. You don't have to call me half-naked cape guy. And I know I can't prove I'm on your side just by saying so. So judge for yourself whether I'm worthy of your trust. In the ring.
You're that excited to do this?
Fists don't lie, you know? Now come on, and I'll give you everything I got.
Put my fist down in front of me and focus. If one does not face their cowardice, they cannot summon a persona. That's why persona users used to have to undergo the trial of holding an evoker to their heads. But that was simply a ritual to overcome one's psychological blocks. It isn't isn't a required step in handling personas. My resolution has always been within me after all.
Persona!
I sense power rising from deep within me. Yeah, it's time to fight Teddie, because we actually haven't done that. I don't think we have actually fought him for a little while. I might be wrong, but oh well. Anyway, oh geez, okay, you're just gonna immediately do that. Gotcha. So let's just go in and do that. Boop. Do that. Yeah, Akihiko can be a bit of an annoying character to deal with, but his persona Caesar has the ability to, first of all, do sword swipes, and oh geez, I was my burst there, dang it. Okay. Got it. Perfect. But now it's time! Come on in, Teddie, come on! I love this so much!
The intruder is a persona user. Difficulties in elimination. Acknowledging as valid target.
Bear number 2 is murdering something on the other side of the monitor after watching our bouts. It seems that I've been officially promoted to the rank of valid target.
Persona user. You talking about me? What do you mean by valid target?
Irregularity has occurred. Multiple intruders detected. Emergency. Emergency.
Oh, I know. I've just had a fun idea.
Just as bear number 2 starts speaking like a normal person, the monitor suddenly cuts out. Seriously, who is this guy? One thing's for sure, and that is that I need information right now. I lean over Teddie's flattened body and lightly tap the back of his head.
Hey, Teddie, wake up.
No, Kanji, you're crushing me to death.
What's going through this guy's head?
Hey, Teddie, wake up!
I smacked Teddie a little more forcibly this time. I was worried that I might make him even flatter. That's a risk I'm willing to take. Yes! That makes so much sense with the stinking special move and everything! Oh my gosh, that's perfect. Looks like that did the trick. Teddy gets up using whatever weird stomach muscles he has and yells at me while still in that flattened state.
Hey! If you hit me so hard, you'll ruin my beautiful coat of fur! I'll go bald!
Gosh, that face is terrifying.
And it's just Teddie!
Much better.
Not Teddie!
This is getting to be a pain. Teddie purses his lips and looks away with a huff. I wanted to demonstrate my sincerity with my fists. There's no doubt that I did that. And again, considering how badly flattened he is right now, I guess it's understandable that he doesn't want to talk to me.
Well, maybe I went a little too far. Let me at least talk to you. I have important business here too. I need as much information as I can get.
Aren't you going to say sorry?
Don't push your luck, or I'll pull out all your fur.
I was just joking! Well, I am a knowledgeable bear, so I'll make an exception for you and listen.
Hey, I'm the one who won. Where does he get off with this attitude? It doesn't feel right letting that slide, but I don't want him getting all pouty again. I take a deep breath and turn to face Teddie. Teddie once more.
First off, what kind of world is this?
It's the TV world.
Well, at least I was right about that. Teddie then went on to explain that there was a mysterious TV program called the Midnight Channel that only appears at midnight. That TV broadcast is caused by this world inside a TV. Oh, much better. It seems that Teddie's back to his original appearance. Or rather, his original thickness. He's like a big stress ball.
That's hard to believe. But even if that's true, why does it look like this? Is this supposed to be a school or something?
This is probably the school that Yosuke and the others go to.
It's a real place?
This world changes whenever someone comes here. I'm not sure why it's a school now, though.
It changes when people come here.
I used to live here for a long time, so I saw it happen a lot.
You lived here? Well, does that mean you're from this world? What are you?
That's,
Teddie starts clamming up all of a sudden. He started getting stressed. He started getting nervous when I blurted out the realization that he was living in this world, and that he wasn't human. Embarrassed about being different from humans, huh? Definitely doesn't look human, but it's easy enough to overlook because he's able to easily carry on a conversation with me. And his fist definitely had a heart. Agus immediately springs to mind. She's a machine, but she also has the same heart as a person. Though this Teddie creature may be of costume, maybe some kind of costume creature, he must have a heart as well. That being said, he does look pretty stupid. Dang, okay.
There's so much I don't understand. But I can at least say I'm pretty sure you're no threat.
of course not. I'd never cause anyone any trouble.
If you know this world so well, does the name 5th Generation Labrys sound familiar?
I've never heard of it. Every day's great at Juness. I usually spend my time there. But when I came to, I was locked up here. I managed to escape, though, only to find that an imposter Teddie was causing a bunch of trouble with his P1 Grand Prix.
He was bummed out a minute ago, and now his face is bright red, and there's steam pouring out of his head. This guy's a real piece of work, I know, right?
That guy who showed up on screen looked exactly like you.
He calls himself the General. But don't confuse me for that phony. The real Teddie is made of all natural bear fur.
If that was someone in disguise, there must be a reason he's trying to look like you.
Ooh, I know. It must be because he's jealous that Sensei and everyone love me the most. But he's not 1/1,000,000th as cute as me. Anyone can tell he's a fake.
Yeah, it's totally obvious. I recall that Teddie said, what Teddie said about the Midnight Channel earlier. Some of the things that happen in this world are broadcast to the outside world. If that's the case, then misinformation may be spread and people could be confused or misled. At this moment, I'm not sure why someone would be intentionally causing such confusion, but this Teddie guy mentioned that his friends were here. Bear number 2 is in opposition to that. It's not too big of a stretch to imagine that he's trying to upset their friendships.
All right, one last question. You said you used to live here. Do you know how to get out?
Of course! That was one of my specialties. I always helped other people when they needed to leave, but it's not working here for some reason. I'm losing my confidence. This is one bear of a Teddie. Ooh, that was an advanced joke.
This is no laughing matter. We won't be able to get out like this.
That wasn't advanced at all. Dang. He was did give me valuable information, though I now have somewhat of a grasp of the situation. My main objective of retrieving Lapras and escaping from this world. I won't be able to accomplish either of these things as it stands. And all we can really do on our own is speculate. So bear number 2, General, was it? I'll have to pound some more detailed answers out of him. All I need to do is keep moving forward. And if I'm gonna move forward, I don't see the harm in doing it quickly.
That's it. You're coming with me.
I'm assuming that I'm probably going to need this guy's help in getting out of here. So I grab the back of Teddie's head and sprint forward. Just as I'm about to exit the gym, Teddy gets completely stuck on something.
You're gonna tear it off!
I look behind me and Teddy is wildly flailing his arms around. But I don't see anything holding him back. What the heck is this?
You almost made me lose my head!
Ignoring the huge fist Teddy's making, I reach a huge fuss. My bad. It's kind of hard to see due to the little light there, the little white light in the background of this image, blending really well with the stinking text and all that. They could have made the background like a little bit darker. Forget it. My grips of the game aside, let's continue. Blog. I reach over towards where Teddie is stuck. I don't feel anything. Guess I'll have to try again. I pull the back of Teddy's head towards me and with my full strength. Akihiko, you're gonna kill him at this rate. He's definitely stuck on something. For a moment, it looked like the zipper on Teddy's neck warped. Whatever. It's probably just my imagination.
Looks like there's a wall that I can get through, but you can't. What a bizarre place this is.
Says the half-naked cape guy who pulled at my head so hard it almost came off!
Oh well, I'll have to leave you here. Make sure you don't go anywhere alone, you hear me?
Can't burn any more time here. As I turn my back towards Teddie to proceed on, his yells echoes inside the gym.
I won't let you abandon me! I get lonely real fast! I'm coming with you! Blah!
Oof. An enormous crash reverberates throughout the area. When I turn around, I see a flattened Teddie fluttering to the ground like a sheet of paper falling off a desk. He must have gotten a running start and slammed into whatever's there at full force, my bad. Did he just run straight into an invisible wall head first without even thinking about how much that would hurt? This guy said that the general is an enemy of his friends. And because his friends are at risk, he can't just leave everything to me. His lack of regard for personal safety may be because he's so worried about his friends. He behaves oddly, but once you look past that, I can totally empathize with him.
Sorry. I'll come back for you when all this is settled.
Just hang tight, Teddie. I know it's a tough situation. Hurry to where the enemy is, for my mission and for the sake of Teddie and his friends. When I step outside of the gym, I hear a cheer from somewhere. The voices seem to be coming from outside the school building. With a large number of people coming into this world, this place is supposed to be a world inside a TV, but this kind of seems like a real school. It feels like an event, like a culture festival of field days taking place. There's still so much about this place that I don't know. There are many parts of Teddie's explanation that I couldn't grasp. I need first-hand knowledge. I need to see some things with my own eyes. I step out to what looks like the school's main gate and check the nameplate.
Yasagami High School. I remember seeing that name in the report on Inaba.
So what Teddie told me about this place being scenery made to look like an actual high school is correct. But why recreate a high school inside a TV? As I'm taking stock of my surroundings, a high-pitched girl's voice emanates from a nearby speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, what will the next match be like?
An abrupt and confusing school announcement. Cheers arise from somewhere, seemingly in response to the announcement. I sense the presence of others, and when I look around, I notice silhouettes of students that seem to be watching from all angles. Are they human? They look like they're human, but I don't sense any life from them. No matter where in the world I went, people who were excited about a battle had a certain spark to them. And these guys don't have it.
Wow, this is one fired up crowd. Hi, everyone. I, Rizette, will be your commentator. But first, the General would like to say a few words. The mic's all yours, sir.
As if answering the commotion, the monitor set up in the center turns on. General Teddie appears on the screen.
Well then, I'm proud to announce the opening of our very own P1 Grand Prix, presenting the manliest of all men. Oh, so you've come this far. I applaud your bravery in not running away.
Still hiding behind a monitor? It's about time you showed up in person. I'll crush you.
Nope, sorry, but I'm not falling for a cheap ploy like that. You better follow the rules. Allow me to explain. The P1 Grand Prix is a one-on-one battle. Those who are paired off must fight. Only the winner may move on.
Only the winner may move on. And that invisible wall that Teddie ran into with his face must be part of the contest this guy set up.
Interesting. Who are you gonna make me fight?
A bizarre laugh plays and the image on the screen switches. What showed up next seemed like an odd commercial for a P1 Grand Prix. Someone produced a video like this for the event? Does that mean everyone here is a willing participant? From the looks of it, they seem like ordinary students. I just don't think everyday students like this would be involved in the hijacking of an airplane and the stealing of Lapras, but...
Huh? Who are they?
I don't have to answer that.
Sorry, but I don't have time to play along. I'm taking back Lapras.
You are?
The general on the screen looks shocked by my words. He's been evasive, or just laughed at anything I said until now, but this obviously struck a nerve.
Don't think everything's gonna be that easy for you. You all should suffer, and suffer, and then suffer some more!
I'm not exactly sure what specifically antagonized him, but it seems like he definitely knows something about Lapras. You think you can make me suffer, huh? I'll bring it on. I flourish my cape and head into the school building.
Won't be easy, huh?
I think about what the general said a moment ago. Honestly, I can't really think of too many times in my lifespan when things went easily. Growing up as an orphan, my memories of losing what was precious to me. I've never gotten too burdened by it, but I've constantly been pitied by others for my misfortune.
Whatever. I never expected it to be.
The pain of loss is my source of determination. I must stay strong in order to protect those who are precious and by my side right now. I proceed through the school building, and after climbing a number of stairs, I notice something odd. This place is bigger on the inside than it looks on the outside. The hallways don't turn in the direction you'd expect after seeing the outside of the building. And the way the classrooms connect with each other is bizarre as well.
This is what I'd figure another world would be like. Huh.
I reach towards an upcoming corner, and I come into contact with an invisible wall. I see. So this is what prevented Teddie from following me. I couldn't have done much earlier, but now that I can actually touch it, I put all my strength in a strike, but the wall barely gave it all. If it shakes, that means it's taking some damage. If I keep attacking it, I might be able to break through a portion of it and punch my way out. But I really don't know how much of this whole charade I can break through by destroying these walls. It wouldn't be a smart way of expending my energy. That's when something catches my eye. A window. When I reach towards it, the invisible wall doesn't impede my progress.
I knew it. Whoever set this up only thought about blocking people's paths. Anywhere there already was a real wall got overlooked.
I'm not obligated to play by the enemy's gimmicks. If they want me to go one way, maybe I can gain an advantage by taking a route that they that they don't expect.
Then I'll just go another way.
Put my hand on the window's frame and jump outside.